I'm playing my piano.
Okay.
I'm playing my piano to play your...
Can you come back here? I need to get you in the shot to see how you look. Come quick. You got to be up here, so I need to see because I'm doing a camera test. Come. Then you go back down. Come. Up, 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 up. You want to help with the recording or no?
No.
Huh?
No.
I'm doing all these changes just so you can be part of it. Come. Come. You can play the piano. I'm not stopping you. I'm not saying that you want to. I just want to see how you look in the camera. Camera's on. It's on. So pretend you're playing. Come on. Then we do a test. Then I gotta figure out what I gotta change. Come on. Good job. That's enough. Thank you. Alright, let's see how that looks. Oh boy, maybe not. Maybe if I turn this compressor off, then I can pump it up a little. Much better. How about there? There sounds good. How's that? Alrighty, well, so much better sound. This has got a crazy proximity effect, this microphone. This microphone is a Beyerdynamic M88. It's great to use on kick drums, but I like it for vocals. I have it because I'm a tabla player, and it sounds amazing on the bass drum of the tabla. At the moment, haven't got that in my rig. My rig is constantly changing. Everything's always going through different phases depending on what's going on in the house. At the moment, I've got crawling babies, so everything's up. And anything that is normally on the ground is nowhere to be found. The tabla though, I want my kids to actually try, so hang on. This is the bass side of the tabla, and the Beyerdynamic really good on it. Really warm, beautiful tone. And anyway, so we'll do a little studio tour. Oh geez, we'll do a little studio tour. My cameraman is a tripod today, so I'll be moving around. The video might be a bit shaky. Lights are on because I guess you need to see what's going on. Lights are on. And you can see my fugly face. Anyway, we've got a bunch of things. I will go through them and let's have some fun. The main thing I really want to go through is the Nord Wave 2. My other stuff I've done in my previous cruise video, my previous studio tour, but this is the new toy, and I thought long and hard and even asked the Clown Army what I should get, because you know, I'm always up for a bit of good advice. And yeah, basically what we've got here is an excruciatingly painful decision to make. What synth do I get next? So this was probably the last purchase in a while in terms of synth. The next one is probably a Tascam Model 16 mixer. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I'll just play a little, push a few buttons and turn some knobs and stuff, and then we can just have a it sounds like, and then I'll go through and I'll go a bit more in depth on the Nord Wave 2. So here we go. We got here is the Nord Wave 2. We've got the Nord Wave 2 here. I've just got an initial startup patch. As you can see, I've got a sort of sine wave shape there. Now, if I turn this wheel, the shape will change. So I've got quite a few options there. I'll just roll a few through them and you can hear the changes happening. I'll just roll off the top end of the Novation circuit. And then on my looper, which is sort of unfortunately the master clock, because never buy a Boss product if you want it to be a slave. Let's kill that shitty drum there. So just gonna go through and make some changes and explain them while I go along. These are going to be drastic because they're for the purpose of instruction. So there goes my arpeggiator. That arpeggiator section's pretty powerful. That arpeggiator section's pretty powerful. I've got it synced into my master clock, so it's in time. Apart from that, I can do octaves, I can do up and down, random, zigzag, and I can also make it free. There are also a ton of patterns that I haven't really dug deeply into, because I'm pretty happy with the normal arpeggiation. I like the repetitive ostinato of it, so... But anyway, that's off, so I'll just hit a key. And I've got keyboard hold on, so that'll hold that key. Now I've got all my effects engaged at the moment. So I've got my afterneath, which is a sort of very interesting reverb. I've got my Alpha Omicron, nothing to do with COVID Omicron, but the Alpha Omicron is there. That's a really cool bass distortion. I use that as my distortion. So feeding into those, I'm doing it sort of backwards at the moment, but I've got the ZVEX Vibraphase, very interesting, colourful thing. So I've got one chain of audio from my synth going down that line. The other chain goes into this compressor, hypergravity compressor, and then into this ARP87 from Walrus Audio, which is a really cool delay. And then they're getting summed up in the looper, but they're just going through that at the moment. Anyway, I'm just going to fiddle with a few things and say a few things, and let's see how we go. So I've got this gnarly sound. It'd be cool to just come back to a pure tone first, so I'll just take some of these effects off. Well, there's all of them off. So here's my sound without any distortion, and you'll see it's a pretty simple tone. It's a mixture between sine and saw wave, and if I want to bring it back to a pure sine, I can do that. Keep it up about an octave, and we can see what's actually happening to the sound there. Roll off, resonance, got the resonance there. I can automate that, so I can go and say I want my LFO here to change the filter. And I can mess with the rate and the amount there. Kids are crying in the background. It's all good. I got headphones on. I normally don't have this microphone in my chain. It's just for the purposes of narrating this live. So anyway, that is one sound. Now if I want to, I can have layered 4 different sounds. Cool thing to do sometimes is to grab that sound. So for that, I need 2 hands, so this is going to be interesting. But monitor over here, I'm just going to have to do it like this. And then you can copy it by holding shift and then putting it where I want, which is going to be on the second channel there. And now you'll see that's lit up, so it's green. That sound's happening twice. I can go and change the second one. Hit that note again. So I've got the same sound. So I can do some pretty cool stuff with that. I might want to get the same sound, bring it down an octave or something, or even 2 octaves, get a sub bass going. I can then change one sound's shape a little and keep the other one elsewhere. So I've got my sound there, and I might want to add some additional oomph on the bottom. Bit of fatness, it's very subtle, but I can make it a lot less subtle if I want. also rolled off. Now I've got a few different shapes here to play with. And then if I take my keyboard hold off, I mean I've got that's just my raw sound. So now, what I like to do, because I just like to create sound, if I do get that keyboard hold again, and I got my fat ass sound there, I roll off the bass a bit. And then get that other sound on top that I had layered. But then now, give it some compression. Add some delay, give it some color, fatten it up way, throw it down a cave. And the sound changes a bit. Now if I want to go and make it a mono sound, give it some glide, some porter, I get some pretty nice lead lines. Make some nice cool minimal shit with that. Bring down that glide a little. Just here. More. And then I've got lots of options for delay. I mean, I'm not even using any of the onboard delay effects, which are all over there. It's got some nice stuff, some reverbs, delays, choruses, all sorts of effects. And I can actually, another thing, I can drive the bass a bit as well. And then I've got like additive measures in terms of driving from the actual signal path, from the actual oscillator, I guess. And it's cool stuff. I mean, you know, for example, I've got routed to this oscillator control knob. I've got that to my wheel, so, you know. That's a pretty cool sound to play with. And I can route that pretty much anywhere. This synth is insane, and I'm only at the moment using 2 sounds. I can layer up to 4, and I can arpeggiate some of them as well. So for example, if I just say, well, I want a lead line, and this one here I want arpeggiating, so then when I play, if I bring the levels right, and that's just all on one go. I've got space for 2 more. So some cool effects you can do there. It's a pretty gnarly synth, guys. A lot of you techno drum and bass guys, they don't even look at these sort of synths. and that's why I thought I needed to showcase it in this group. I mean, this thing's pretty awesome. It's a sound designer's dream. I haven't even looked into the envelope sections there to tell you any of that. There's so many onboard effects. I mean, I could do this for days, but tell me that shit doesn't sound amazing. That's just one note on one synth with my Novation circuit just going doof doof. Let me bring that baby back up. Hope you enjoyed the little studio tour. It was fun for me. I got to get back to these kids. I've got 3 kids under 2.5. So we have a 2.5-year-old boy, and we have 8-month-old boy-girl twins. So it's hectic, and it's fun to be able to come back to this little sandbox and make whatever the hell I want. Hope you have fun. That's Jag. There's my little studio tour, my humble little studio with a couple of nice little bits that sparkle. And cool. Enjoy. Hey, check it out, I'm a DJ. Oh yeah, baby. I say it one more time. Let me hear that beat, baby. Oh yeah. And for all of you out there who are parents, get your kids toys, real toys, stuff like this. None of that crap from the toy section. Get them real things, man. My kids play this. They're allowed to play it. Of course, you know, you're supervised, but the best shit happens is when you don't supervise and they come up with all these settings changes you didn't even know the synth could do it. You're like, what? Because they just intuitively go for it, man. They're like, sweet, this is awesome. It's just, oh yeah, baby. Enough of that crap now. Alright, well, there you go, Ether Element. There's my studio tour. Hope you have fun. Look into the Nord Wave 2. It's a beast.